Hi, this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson. We got Maria back here with us. She's from Mazatlán, Mexico, and she was one of 3 babies born when you were with your triplets, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was born 6 weeks premature and was born with cerebral palsy as a result of that, right? And one of your other triplets had cerebral palsy. They have the spastic kind, you have the hypotonic kind, right?
Yes.
Cerebral palsy is where there was a developmental disorder in the brain that is not connecting to the muscles and tissues of the body properly, so you get either hypotonic or spastic type of movement. And we're really proud of Maria because she has been exercising down there in Mexico, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you've been staying up with your movements and doing your homework.
Yes.
And she came here, what was that, last year?
Yes.
This time, and got her first 6 adjustments, and she's back here this year getting 6 adjustments twice a day here for 3 days. Yesterday twice, and today twice, and then tomorrow twice more. So would you share with the YouTube audience what you think that the chiropractic adjustments have done to help you with your function? And chiropractic care is not going to cure cerebral palsy, let me just be clear about that, but we are adjusting the subluxations of the spine and pelvis, opening up connections from her brain to her body, and reconnecting her brain to her body in a functional way. So would you share with them what notices you changed since you were here the first time? And
Well, my hip was sort of like this, so the doctor helped me for it to be aligned. So my 2 legs now are like the same length. They
Yes.
were the same length,
Mhm.
but since my hip was
it was distorted, misaligned, yeah.
misaligned, it appeared that I had one leg longer than the other, and it would not allow me. Well, I would walk worse, and it was harder to do everything or some exercises because, well, being aligned has helped me a lot to improve quality movements and to help my muscles get stronger in the right way.
Right, right. And cerebral palsy is a brain muscle movement disorder in the brain. So, we're not going to cure that from an adjustment standpoint. But again, the adjustments that we provided her the first time she was here and then this time are just allowing her to function at a little bit higher level in the current movement scenarios that you're in, right? In your exercise plans and walking. So she's been very diligent about exercising and doing her homework down there in Mexico, and we want to compliment her on that. I think she's a inspiration, really, for being a human individual dealing with a disability. I think that's wonderful. So let's show them how we did that then. I'm gonna have you close your eyes and bend your head forward and backwards for me again, Maria. And then back to neutral. Now we've noticed this pattern in her. Her head's forward and is translated to the left a little bit, and her pelvis is translated over to the right of center. You can see she has quite a bit of room between her pelvis and her arm here versus less room over here. And then her head's forward and translated to the left. And that creates a curvature in the spine, which is also called a scoliosis. So let's do the ring dinger first this morning then, Maria. She always comes in with this beautiful smile and great attitude. Better than a lot of people who aren't dealing with this kind of disability. Isn't that right, Shiloh?
Yes.
All right, scoot down underneath that just a little bit for me, Maria. There we go, okay. I'm gonna bring your legs up here first. Nice and easy. Yes, ma'am. That was even deeper than yesterday. Did you feel that one all the way down today?
Yes.
Good. Now, one component of upper motor neuron lesions is what's called hyperreflexia, and you can see that her patellar reflexes, she has a bit of a hyperreflex, and that indicates upper motor neuron lesion in the brain. Drop this in my hand. Yep. Tilt right. Atta girl. All right. We got some beautiful cliffs down there in Mazatlán.
Yes.
I was parasailing down there the first time I went down there.
And the sunsets are very beautiful.
They're beautiful, aren't they? Yeah. Here, let me let this table down for you. That's the great thing about these hill tables. They raise and lower for different patients with different problems and disabilities. So therefore it meets the American Disabilities Act for tax deduction if you want to buy one of our tables. Her legs are exactly even today, which is wonderful. And they stay even. Does that hurt your low back? Tighten up a little bit there, Maria?
No.
And it doesn't? Wow. Okay. So I'm still adjusting her sacrum and therefore SI joints and lumbar spine. And then up into the lower thoracic spine. Yep, mid-thoracics. There we go. That's perfect. You're gonna feel your head popping up on this next one, Maria. There we go. Okay, let's turn you on your back, please. Do you still have contact with your siblings?
Yes.
Yeah, good. Are they down there too?
Yes.
Oh, good. All right, slide down this way a little bit. About an inch.
Okay.
Perfect. And then we'll put your arms up like this. That's it. Good. All right, let me have this. And I'm sure you noticed this, that we use all the same. Now see, one of the tendencies of CP is they really tighten up a lot in the distal muscles. Okay, let's sit you up, face that way. Because doesn't matter whether you have cerebral palsy or just subluxations of the spine causing neck pain and back pain. Our goal is to put motion back into the motor units of the spine and affect a afferent neurological impulse into the cerebellum and the cerebrum, prefrontal cortex, and the motor cortex to elicit an efferent response back into the body. So again, we're just improving the brain-body connection with these adjustments. Okay, let's come over here and shoot you now. I love you, but I'm still gonna shoot you. Okay. Okay, so let me bounce these first. There's always a lot of comments on our videos. Well, no matter what their diagnosis, they adjust them exactly the same. Oh, here, I got you.
Oh, goodness.
All right, pull these up and back for me. I'm gonna come this way. And that way, there we go. I haven't lost a patient on the floor yet, and I'm not gonna start with you, Maria. All right. So how do these adjustments feel to you in your body whenever you get them?
Well, it's very hard for me to perceive myself because I always will walk very different. I can see it in the mirror, for example. But my family, or for example, my boyfriend, has always, every time that I come out of here, get out of here, he is very impressed with what he sees.
As far as your gait and your walking and
Yeah, and he's always very excited.
Yeah.
To see the changes.
Well, he's just excited because he's with you all the time. I'm excited for that too. We want to thank Maria for sharing her story on this. Again, you know, chiropractic adjustments do not cure cerebral palsy, but we do help the patient's formal neurophysiological changes from the brain to the body improve in their connections, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
Yeah.
Hi, Maria. Great.
Thank you.
No, thank you. So this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief in Houston, Texas, with Maria from Mazatlán, Mexico. We'll see y'all soon.